Come and fuck with a G, girl, you already know.
Yo, we back again. Word 'em up. Yo, son, we gonna take a little trip up to Maryland, feel me? Shout out to my sister, yo. You haven't heard lately, I drop a verse daily. I'm about to lay the rose petals for boxing first lady. Ask Cash, she not in it for a cash grab. She passionate when she speaking and make the crabs mad. Ashley's Corner got the news for the boxing heads. Whether you ball, rockin' waves, or you got the dreads. Cowboys bummy, nose runny, ain't nothing funny. These little dummies will sell their own mommy for insurance money. Tuning in on weekends, my favorite getaway. Giving you the boxing analogy every Saturday. Plus she got a hyperlink, so if you got a dime, spend some time and go to bonfire.com/store/love-in-sports, and you can lurk, hit the search, you could get a shirt. If you ain't learned by now, you never will. She got the clever skills where the sneakers are in high heels. All the cats boring now, they was boring then. There's no defeating her. Ashley's like a media, with knowledge like a thesaurus encyclopedia. Them other lame channels remedial, make me sleepier. I tried to warn you, if I say again, your ass are gone. Y'all informants, get the hell away from Ashley's Corner. You lose a leg if you step a toe past the border. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Word 'em up. Ash Cash. We in the building, son. Judah Ben. Tell a friend, yo. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner.
What's good? What is good, everybody? What is good? For everybody that's going to come in this playback, man. I was supposed to go live yesterday. I wanted to go live early. So much. I didn't realize, because I just wasn't paying attention. Like, I didn't realize that the fight was going to start so damn early. So I was like, nah, I'll just go later. And then when the fight started, I was like, nah, I just want to enjoy the fights. Because if I would have went live at 5, I would have went live during the main event. And I'm glad I didn't, because that was a great fight last night. You heard me. That was a great fight last night. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. So, salute to Cash Crypto. What's popping with you? What is good with you, Lieutenant? Salute to you, JJ. What is good with you? Salute to both of y'all. Salute to both of y'all. See, Victor left that comment yesterday. Salute to Victor. See, I had this all set up for yesterday. I don't even know if this really gave out notifications or y'all was just live and see me. I don't even know, man. But I got a lot to say today. That's why the cluttered thumbnail. I got a lot to talk about. I've been doing a little bit of research to have a couple topics. So we're going to get it. We're definitely going to talk about everything, but I want to start with the fights last night. Well, the only fight that really mattered to me, you know what I mean? I kind of figured that Anthony Yarde was going to win his fight. So, in my opinion, I thought Chris Eubank was going to win anyway. But I have to say that Conor Benn did a good job. I have to give it up for Conor Benn. I have to give it up for the fight as a whole. The fight was fire. I didn't expect the fight to be that good. I really didn't. I didn't think the fight was going to go 12 rounds. That, in my opinion, is an entertaining 12-round fight without anybody getting a knockdown. Even though I like knockouts, nobody got knocked out, nobody got knocked down, but that is a 12-round entertaining fight that I would pay to watch. It was on pay-per-view, and it was packed. The stadium was packed, yo. It was wild. It was many people there. Salute to you, Freedom's March. It was a lot of people in the building, like before the main event, before the, you know what I mean, in the lead up of the main card, the main pay-per-view card. It was mad people out there. It's mad people in that stadium, mad people. I know they had a great turnout. It was really live. It was really loud. I like both of their come out. I like both of their ring walks. I liked it. Conor Benn had like people on the stage singing like two different songs or whatever. That shit was like a different version of the song too. Like it was fly. Like it was fly. He went up there punching, like walking back and forth when they were singing on the stage or whatever. It was fly. I liked it. I like both their ring walks. I like everything about their little production, especially the main event. The main event was so fire. Like I have to give both fighters their props. Like seriously, the shit was fire. Salute to you. What is good with you, Dragon Assassin? What's popping with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. I see you, Freedom March, in the super chat with the super sticker. Definitely appreciate.
This is for the cool.
Shoot. A condo, LDBC, or nothing. What's popping with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. That fight, though, I look at Conor Benn in a totally different light now. Thank you. Definitely. I didn't want to talk about it, and I still don't want to talk about it, but my mom got in the hospital. She was sick for the first time I've been alive. My mother was in the hospital, and I took it really bad. I was beyond a you know what. Like, I really was thinking about hurting people. Like, I was gearing up to do something that would lead me to prison. But I'm praying. So, and I'm just trying to get on with it. And I got real life problems. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you, Kondo. Yes, the best fight of the year. I have to say that fight was fire. In my opinion, Conor showed us what he's made of. He showed us what he's filled with, what he's all about. You know what I'm saying? By doing what, in my opinion, this is something that Tank did, and he got flack for doing it by a small percentage of people. But when you move up 2 weight classes, because he fought at 130 and then moved up to 140 and fought, you know what I'm saying, Barrios. Bro was like, Conor Benn was a welterweight fighter fighting at welterweight. I don't even believe, maybe he had one fight at 154, I think. But he moved up practically 2 weight classes to fight somebody, you know, of a Chris Eubank. Like, he's much bigger. Like, in my opinion, I know a lot of people was writing Conor Benn off strictly because the size mismatch. You know what I'm saying? It was And the stipulations I remember was kind of crazy. The stipulations was kind of crazy. Hold on. I thought I had. Yeah. Yeah. It was a catchweight fight at 157. The rehydration clause was only 5 pounds for Chris Eubank Jr. It's usually 10 to 15 pounds as a standard. It was 5 pounds for Chris Eubank. Also the fact said that Chris Eubank never fought below 157, and Ben has never fought higher than 153 and a half pounds. And of course, y'all know it was $100,000 fine for each pound that Chris Eubank came in overweight. And I thought the stipulations was a bit rough, was a bit sharp, but he did it. He managed to do it. You know what I mean? It looked like it was hard to do. He showed him in that big cocoon sleeping mask type thing that he had it sleeping whatever you call it. Sleeping bag. Like he was just, and he got up, cut to death. I think I seen Devin do something similar. A lot of fighters do things to cut weight. It looked like he got down enough to make a fight, and I'm glad he did, because the fight was fire. Seriously, it was fire. Salute to you, King D. Definitely appreciate it. What's up? Salute to you. Second best. Yeah, I was just thinking, was Benavidez net this year or last year? It's definitely in the conversation, right? It's definitely up there. But yeah, going up 2 weight classes, bro, it brought something different out of Korner Ben. You know what I'm saying? And and my eyes are open now to his grit and determination, his heart, his talent, his chin, his ability in the ring. He took a lot of Chris Eubank's punches, like, bruh. And Chris Eubank was taking some hellacious punches himself. Like, a couple of times it looked like they hurt each other. For real, in the 12th round, for real, Korner Ben you looked out on your feet for a second, son. But throughout the fight, it looked like they both was hurting each other, at least gaining each other respect almost every single round. Looked like kind of a slugfest. You feel? They was getting it in. That shit looked violent. You understand me? Korner Ben was doing some dirty stuff. I have to admit, he was doing some dirty shit every now and then. But Chris Eubank clearly still looked like the bigger man. Like he outweighed Korner Ben during the fight. But it was fire. Oh my gosh. The way Korner Ben was loading up on them punches and swinging for the fences, that shit was entertaining. And he was catching Chris Eubank. He was catching Chris Eubank almost every week, every single, like every other round, for real. He was catching him clean real hard every other round, a couple of times in a round. I was like, geez, bro. Like, and for Chris Eubank to be on the hydration clause he was, him going 12 rounds the way he did, man. Shout out to both of them. Salute to you, Flawless Mentality. What's good with you? Salute to you, Dr. Marcus in the house. Grand Rising. Salute to you. Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Definitely. But people should follow suit. Yo. For real. If you want fans to see you, if you really want to show your ability, I know a lot of fighters say you haven't seen the best of me. You know what I'm saying? Even though you going out there and plus, like, just imagine you playing basketball every day, but you saying you haven't seen the best of me. Okay, show it. You play every day. You know? You play every day. Salute to you, Tay. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. They should follow suit. Do something like this. Show us what we haven't seen yet. But shout out to Eggs, yo. He got me looking at him differently at 147 pounds. Y'all remember all the people he was calling out, Ryan Garcia and shit like that? Think about that fight now. While I was looking at the fight, I was thinking about him at welterweight. Like, him and Barrios would be a good fight, but damn. You might beat Barrios. You might beat Barrios, man. At first, I wasn't seeing that. You know, that what was the dude named Dobson or something like that he fought? That fight looked really bad for his skill and his ability in the ring. It didn't really, that fight was really dry. He was hitting Dobson with a lot of stuff. Dobson wasn't going nowhere. He just looked like the eggs took away all this man's ability. He just looked different now. Maybe it's because he went up in weight. Maybe Chris Eubank is getting a little bit past it. But those punches look like it hurt Chris. You feel me? At some points of the time. A lot of the times he was hitting Chris, it looked like it wasn't phasing him unless he was loading up and putting his body into it. You know what I'm saying? But looking at him versus welterweight now look a little different. You know what I mean? It's not looking the same as it was. Salute to you, 704. Joe, what is good with you? Salute to you. Good morning. Good morning. Can't pay niggas like Shakur to good fight like that against game opponent. Hey, I'm going to talk about that too. Got stuff to talk about when it comes to Shakur today, this morning, yesterday, whatever. I don't even think he is. I mean, he's at 147 fighter no more. He hasn't fought there in 3 years. Yo, that's what I was saying. Like, didn't he fight? I think he had a fight at 154. Dobson sturdy though. Okay, bet. Eubanks and Ben gained a lot of respect. Yeah, I bet you they are the talk of the town. Salute to you, Victor. I seen you here yesterday. It's a lot going on. Salute to you. Good morning. I want to these videos I had to show yesterday, but y'all know the whole thing with like Chris Eubank and his pops didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk to each other and shit like that. I wanted to play a little bit of the press conference really quick. The press conference and all this shit, in my opinion, a lot of it was funny. It was funny.
But most of all, thank you to Chris Eubank Jr. for making this event what it is, and I'm looking forward to an absolute statement on Saturday night.
Ben, thank you. Absolute statement. Promoter Eddie Hearn.
They did make a statement
to make your case for Conor Ben this weekend.
Yeah, just a few thank yous. Thanks to Rick. I knew this was coming. Do you know what I've been thinking? Can I not even say a few thank yous or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Matchroom have to speak, right? So I'm going to switch it up. I'm just going to firstly say how proud I am of Conor Ben, what he's been through these last 2 years. And I can't wait for him to smash you to pieces on Saturday night. But Matchroom have to
He's being all childish.
So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to let someone else speak on my behalf.
He was being all childish.
On my behalf. I'm going to introduce you to scumbag number 2. Frank Smith, come and take over.
You don't have to be.
He didn't let Eddie get a word in, so Eddie brought up somebody else to speak on his behalf.
So I'll let you speak, Chris. Frank, if Eddie's not speaking, do you think you're going to get a word in? Come on.
I don't speak as long as he does. That's the one thing I'll give you. I'll be very quick.
We're going to have some parliamentary procedure today. And
Parliamentary.
Matchroom, Eddie Hearn or Frank Smith have to say is irrelevant and will not be heard.
Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate your kind introduction.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Look, I'm going to be very quick because I don't want to get cut off.
You are going to be very quick.
I'm going to be very quick.
You're not going to say anything.
Chris, don't worry. I'm saying something, aren't I? So, you know, it seems to be working.
No.
So far.
There's
Thanks
no
very much,
way you guys are going to
sorry, I can't hear you.
If I direct a question to you or to Eddie, then you can speak.
It's very honourable.
Outside of that, I don't want to hear a peep. And if
Thank you very much.
Talk to me or you try and do your little speeches to the media,
Yep.
I'm going to shut it down because guess what? People aren't here to listen to you already speak. They want to hear what me and Connor have to say.
I don't
That's
disagree with
change.
that, but people weren't here to
How much time
speak.
you're going to waste?
You allowed him to speak.
You're not going to out-talk me. You're not going to
No, I'm not going to dare out-talk you. I know I can't out-talk you, Chris.
Exactly.
You're a very good
So I
talker.
don't know why you're on the stage, but you should probably get Eddie back in.
It was just to help
I've
my
got a chance to say anything than you do. Trust me. Eddie's irrelevant, but you are
super irrelevant.
Exactly.
I know. I'm so irrelevant. You called me a scumbag in a press conference. It was nice of you to bring up my name. Thank you very much. But anyway, I'm going to be very quick. I've been lucky enough to work with Connor Ben for many, many years.
There are no words that you're going to say here that are going to fucking get past the fact that I've said you're not speaking.
Okay.
We can do the back and forth.
Yeah.
It can get boring.
It could get very boring, so I'll end it
here. It will get boring.
I can't wait for Saturday night. It's going to be a great night.
I don't mind.
Thank you to the Ring Magazine. Thank you to Turkey Al Shake. That shut you up.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
He said shut you up, didn't
Everybody, give him a clap.
Yo.
He did a great job. He tried his best.
I was like, really? I didn't know Chris Eubank was like that.
Thank you. I'll pass it on now to people more important than myself.
Okay.
And thank you for having me.
Have a good day.
Just before we hear, of course, from Chris and Connor, two-weight world champion, Mr. Nigel,
superstar.
And then after that, no, you can't shut me up, mate, because you ain't been where I've been.
I'm not trying to shut.
is in the house here as well.
All right, hold on,
What
listen.
you and Chris Eubank Sr. started.
Yep.
And here we are, 32 years on after your loss.
In Connor was just walking him down.
Hold on, yo, because his dad was snitching.
My profile. Thank you. I'll pass it on to
Yo.
people more important than myself.
Nigel Ben
And
started
thank you.
snitching
Have a good day.
on all of his son's sparring partners.
Of course, from Chris Eubank Sr. started.
Yep.
And here we are, 32 years on after.
Salute to you, Dragon Assassin. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate your support.
This is for the cool.
Better press conference than Devin. Yo. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, K-Rod. What is going on? Been a little minute. Hope all is well with you. Chris's boxing. We're right. Yeah. Salute to Felix Nunez. What's popping with you?
After
Listen.
your last meeting, your son.
This is how Nigel Ben started snitching on all of his son's sparring
Your
partners.
feelings.
I was like, really, Nigel?
As well, the biggest piece of advice you've passed on to Connor this week.
Do you know what?
He didn't even answer
I
the
watched him
question.
a lot. You know the saying goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But what happens in Mallorca, I'm telling.
New Yorker.
I am telling. And I tell you about Connor's sparring, and God is my witness. First, he started sparring with Denzel Bentley. Just said
Got
to
to
me,
snitch
"I
on
really
everybody."
light heavy. Had his hands full with Connor. I mean, Connor was just going through it 10 rounds, done it easy. Then he was sparring with a guy that knocked out Munguia, Bruno. I can't remember his last name. Suresh, been sparring with him, another light heavy. Connor was bullying him around. And then to put the cherry on top, he started sparring with a guy called William Skull, an IBF champion, who's fighting a week after Connor. Coming here 12-handed. Shouldn't say it, but you know what? Because for the last 2 years, all I've been here negative. I'm going to tell you about my son. First 4 rounds, giving Connor even Stevens, and they were going, oh, perfecto, every time he was hitting Connor. Connor was just walking him down. Then the fact that round, I think 5, he was like, no, because Connor only has 40 seconds rest. And then what he was doing in between the middle of the rounds, he was sitting on the rope because he was tired. Then it came to round 5, 6, 7, started feeling
He's saying
the
a
pace.
lot.
Started feeling the pace. This is William Skull, IBF champion.
Superstar.
And then after that, no, you can't shut me up, mate, because you ain't been where I've been.
I'm not trying to shut you up. I'm enjoying
But anyway, but then what happened, round 8 came.
Uh-oh.
And Tony, we looked at each other and we thought, he just quit. He just stopped. Couldn't take no more. After 8 rounds, I mean, we were doing 10 rounds. And me and Tony looked at each other and think, what the friggin' hell just happened there? And I got my boy and I thought, my little boy, my little boy. He just damaged the IBF world champion. And you know what it is? I am so confident this don't go past 4 rounds. I know my son. Back him all the way, all the way. And Connor's not a 12-round fighter. He's an old school fighter that can do 15 rounds. But you're going to see him, mate, the power that he's got. No one ain't seen him for the last 2 years. Oh, my gosh. You lot are in for a treat. Mark my word. You are in for a big treat. Thank you all very much.
Nigel Benn, two-way world champion.
He did not answer the question. He said, what bit of advice you give your son? That man didn't answer nothing.
And most of the time, it's positive.
I'm not going to allow myself to Chris and go back and forth and, you know, all that PR's done. I'm excited to get in there and put my hands on him Saturday night. Irrelevant of all the rubbish he wants to talk and
you look like it too yesterday. You couldn't wait to touch
school and come Saturday night get to put my hands on him.
You will be at school on Saturday, my friend. I'm taking you right to school.
Well done, you.
I'm going to be the headmaster, my friend. And you will be in detention.
You are funny, Chris. You made me laugh. Just focus on getting away, fat boy.
He made
speaks about pressure.
He made him laugh when he said that. Hold on, wait.
Professional for both of you, big shoes.
Saturday night, I get to put my hands on him.
You will be at school on Saturday, my friend. I'm taking you
right
to school.
Well done, you.
I'm going to be the headmaster, my friend. And you will be in detention.
You are funny, Chris. You made me laugh.
He was mad. He laughed. The way he said it, and you'll be in detention. I don't know why he talk like. I don't know why him and his dad. I would like to hear how Chris Eubank Sr. father talk. How your daddy talk.
The weight is painful.
Yeah, good.
I'm in pain right now. I'll be in even more pain tonight and tomorrow morning.
And the worst pain you've ever experienced comes Saturday night. I promise you that right now.
No, the question I asked myself
is, break dude's jaw, right?
Oh, shut up, Chris.
No, I'm serious. What is?
Oh, shut up. You're going off. Oh, God.
I have kids. I've done all the media obligations I've needed to do around the country. I've felt the energy on the streets of the UK over these last 2 months, and it's real. You know, people are invested in this. You know, everywhere I go, people are screaming, and most of the time it's positive, which it's a new thing for me. I'm still getting used to that, but you know, I am happy with the place I am at mentally. I don't think Conor can say the same thing. I think he's feeling the pressure and the heat. I think he's feeling that, and he's going to feel a hell of a lot more in a couple of days' time.
If the procedure is to be parliamentary, Conor, what's on your manifesto of what happens? And in response to Chris, are you feeling the pressure?
No pressure. You know, I live for this. I've had the fire over 100 times in my head.
No pressure.
You know, for me, it's just focusing on the training. You know, removing myself from my comfort zones, my familiarities, my family, and, you know, fully dialing in. You know, I'm not going to allow myself to Chris and go back and forth and, you know, all that PR's done. I'm excited to get in there and put my hands on him Saturday night. Irrelevant of all the rubbish he wants to talk and you know, names and, you know, we're not at school. And come Saturday night, I get to put my hands on him.
You will be at school on Saturday, my friend. I'm taking
well done, you.
I'm going to be the headmaster, my friend.
And
you will be in detention.
You are funny, Chris. You made me laugh. Just focus on getting away, fat boy.
Weight? What's weight?
Why is he looking like that?
Weight is, everyone always talking about this weight thing.
He had the Beijing too, and his hair too, y'all. His hair is different.
The weight is painful.
Yeah, good.
I'm in pain right now. I'll be in even more pain tonight and tomorrow morning.
And the worst pain you've ever experienced comes Saturday night. I promise you that right now.
No, the question.
Your birthday in 3 days, K-Rod. That's what's up. Salute to you, resting round. What's popping with you? What's good with you, boxing and barbecue? Been a little minute. What's good with you? 65,000 sold in the arena. Right, yeah, I heard that. I heard them saying it was 65. I was like, damn, that's a lot of motherfucking people. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie. What is good with you, Jake Paul and hair grease? They ain't even theirs. I don't think they're fighting. I really don't. And Jake Paul is known as Incredible on my channel. Okay, Big Paul, Big Dog. Half the time I can't understand what the they saying. Yeah, it's they accent be funny as shit to me though. Fact. This is 2 cents. I don't care what. Why the fuck? They say that. Good morning, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and more. What is popping? What is good with you, young man? You haven't seen me on this page lately? Yeah, I haven't been over there lately. It was a great fight. It was awesome fight. Awesome fight. I
ask myself is, what is pain?
Oh, shut up.
No, I'm serious. What is it?
Oh, shut up. You're going off. Oh, God.
I have a 31-year-old brother. He's buried in the desert in Dubai. That's pain. You know, I have his son, Raheem, 3 years old. You know, he asks, why can't I see my daddy? Why doesn't he take me to school? That's pain. My own father, a man I idolized for my entire life, and he doesn't speak to me. We haven't spoken for years, and he thinks I'm a disgrace. You know, these things are what pain is to me. And if I can deal with all of these trials and tribulations, then...
So, yeah, he admitted that him and his pops don't talk. And I seen this shit. This is hilarious. I'm sorry. This is funny.
How could you do that to them? How could you do that? I know you have, 2 children? How could you do that to them? Because they're going to listen to you and they say, well, if Dad does it, then I can do it. Junior, you're smashing an egg against this guy's face. I taught you that. I didn't teach you that. Who taught you that? Did Karen teach you that? Who taught you that? That's disgraceful. I'm gonna stand in your corner. You must be mad. You must be mad. I would never be in your corner. You're a disgrace. You're smashing an egg in someone's face, and then you're saying you're trying to justify it. There's no justification for that. There's nothing noble about that.
Yo, I'm sorry, yo. That shit took me out the first time I heard it. You hear me? Oh my God, yo. The accent, first of all, like, second of all, he is so serious about his S's and T's when he talks. And the extra, he is the, what do you even call it? The entitlement in every word. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. How do you say it? How do you say what that sounds like? It looks weird. Coming out of the mouth is coming out of. No disrespect, but it's funny to me. I'm sorry. Every word he said was funny. One more time. Hold on, man. Hold on, no. Hold up a minute. Okay? Hold on, no. Hold on. Salute to 2 cents boxing. I'm on my phone. Name, I don't know why my name changed. Your name changed? Salute to you, Behind the Hands TV. What is good with you? That's what it do. Salute to you. Salute to you, Behind the Hands. Definitely appreciate you for stopping through. Yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. Good fight. Good fight. I love the way they talk, man. It's sound scripted. A few people are saying that it was bullshit, but I haven't, like, for real, in a couple of years, last few fights of Chris Eubank, his dad wasn't around. Sound, yeah, and that's another video I seen is Chris Eubank Jr. was saying he a grown man, basically, like, about his father and shit. Yeah, that shit was funny to me. I'm sorry. A pump there. You could say that. That's one of the words you can use. Look.
How could you do that to them? How could you do that? I know you have, 2 children? How could you do that to them? Because they're going to listen to you and they say, well, if Dad does it, then I can do it. Junior, you're smashing an egg against this guy's face. I taught you that. I didn't teach you that. Who taught you that? Did Karen teach you that? Who taught you that? That's disgraceful. I'm gonna stand in your corner. You must be mad. You must be mad. I would never be in your corner. Damn. You're a disgrace. You're smashing an egg in someone's face, and then you're saying you're trying to justify it. There's no justification for that. There's nothing noble about that.
Yo, it's not funny because of what he's saying about his son, but it sounds funny. All right, it sounds hilarious to me.
Even in the biggest fight of my career, we're still talking about my old man. And that shadow is gargantuan, but I didn't see it as a bad thing. I learned a lot from being in that shadow. I learned a lot from trying to eventually get out of the shadow. I think it's been a blessing. I wouldn't change it. This fight wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for what he did all those years ago. So, of course, regardless of the fact that we've been estranged for a number of years now, I would want him there, involved in this massive event.
Of course, I will accept anything he asks me. But you have to have the humility to ask.
I'm actively working to try and get him there. Will it happen? I couldn't tell you. But what we can do is hope and pray, right?
Well, the man did show up at the fight in you call it a Vikings coat? A Japanese warrior coat. That shit was fire though. His coat was fire. It really was. Looked good. He wore it well, I should say. His dad's coat was fire. All right. Now I just gotta say that. It was fire. Yes. Who taught you that? Did Karen teach you that? Karen teach the irony that your mom's name is Karen and you and all of y'all talk like that. It's like all of it's funny a little bit. Like y'all don't see the humor in the way they talk. And it's not the English accent. It's not everybody speak like that. Not everybody talk like that. Nah. Salute to you, David. What is popping with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, the Warriors coat. Did you see it? Did you see the little? It was like, it looked thick too, and he kept holding it like he kept trying to like hold. It's like a robe type coat. They didn't have like the string or nothing, no buttons in it. That junk looked thick as hell. That coat looked just as thick as he did. Real talk. Tech's career is at risk with the Lamont Rhodes fight aftermath, or does he have a good potential to bounce back his legacy? I don't think his legacy is in jeopardy for having a draw, K-Rod. I really don't. Honestly, to be 100% honest, legacy speaking, none of them are undefeated. The people that have the best legacies in boxing all have losses. Tank has yet to have one. regardless of how people think about him losing the fight against Lamont Roach or not. Even if he lost the fight, what that means he don't have a legacy? Like, that way of thinking is not a good way of thinking when you're a boxing fan. And that's the reason why everybody say Mexican fans are better than American fans, and UK fans are better than American fans, because of even how you laid your question out. It's like, so he don't have a legacy. He need to bounce back his legacy because he had a draw. Even if he lost to him, he don't need to bounce back his legacy. And even in, like, for real, even using the word when it comes to Tank, using the word legacy when it comes to Tank is a word that he really don't use. Like, the man clearly told you what he cares about. He didn't walk around here saying that he wants to do this and wants to do that to make fans think one thing and do the next. No, he walked around here saying he wanted money and he wanted to be a star. Them two things are checked regardless if you lose his next fight or not. He's still going to be the guy. Like, this is the question I have to UK, Rod. If Gervonta Davis loses to Lamont Roach out square his next fight, and he loses in 12 rounds, and he loses the fight, you really think he still won't sell out arenas? You really think he still won't be a star anymore? You really think he won't get paid anymore? Those are things that he care about. I keep saying fans don't matter. When it comes to Tank, he's the star. He already got it. Our opinion don't matter about what his legacy would, or if he has one, if he's going to the Hall of Fame. All that shit don't matter. He already won. You understand what I'm saying? I say the same thing about Shakur. It's all about things that these fighters want, not about what we want. To Shakur, that man is winning. He keeps getting paid for beating up on people that can't even hit him. He's winning. For us looking in, we're like, we don't want to watch that shit. And there lays the conflict, but he's still winning because he's still getting paid big purses to fight nobodies. That's why he don't care what we say. That's why he don't care about the fans. Because regardless if he have us or not, he's still going to negotiate his way to a big purse. You understand what I'm saying? The father, son, angel sells. Yeah. The angle do sell. We should get someone on that going on the US. Yeah. We got plenty of dads in action. Yeah, they're a little cleaner, you know. They're a little cleaner over there in the UK. The dads over here be doing too much. You gotta love these boxing dads straight up. Yeah, facts. Salute to you, Korner Local TV. What's good with you? No, it's not, Ashley. You already know that. That's not English. It's not. That's not the accent. That's them. They putting all that finesse and they loving their S's and T's. That's them putting that poly right. Put all of that on the accent. Why folks so dramatic about Tank? I have no idea. I don't know it's not that big of a deal. Even if he lost, so what? Like, we're the only people that care about a fighter having a loss. It's still not going to matter. It's not going to change nothing. Like, we knew Rihanna, like Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. His ticket sales didn't stop. Like, his sales didn't hurt. It didn't hurt his sales. I'm just saying, like, he's not that type of fighter that if he loses, everybody's like, oh, thank God we don't have to deal with Tank anymore. Bruh, they still gonna deal with him because he still make the most money. They still sell the most tickets, and that's obvious. Like, people should already know. You feel me? Should already know ain't shit gonna change, regardless if you lose or not. Legacy is what you have when you are done. Exactly. You can't bounce back your legacy. I agree with you. I just wanted to know your point of view. I want Tank to be great and actually try to chase more success. Honestly, like, when Tank got his separation from Floyd, everybody's seen a difference. Everybody's seen a difference in the people he fought, the things he said, his moves, and all of that. When a lot of other fighters that people give more respect to over Gervonta Davis, when they're free out of their contracts, they can't even get nobody to give a fuck. And I'm going to talk about that too. Because if you're so great and you sold this and you sold that for boxing, when you out your contract and you're a free agent, people should be jumping over planes to get to your ass. If you have to settle out and fight with somebody that don't even like you, like Ludabella, put out evidence that he didn't like you for years on social media, and you just have to do it because there's nobody else, bruh. That's proof in the pudding. It's proof all over the place. Who's that and who's not? It's just fans just won't let it go. Let it be. Like, I'm not over here arguing with nobody when it comes to Tank getting titles and shit. Like, I know he don't care about it. I'm not going to sit here and argue or go to bat for something I know you don't fucking want. I'll agree with you. I'll give you that. So, and I'll sit and tell you, yeah, he wanted to be this and this, and he got this and this. I already made a video about that. Like, everybody got what they wanted. Devin wanted to be undisputed. He got that. Like, everybody got their accolades. Shakur wanted to get his accolades, move up, make money. He got that. Like, people are just mad after they got what they wanted. Now they want what Tank got. Tank got what he wanted, and he just living in the moment. He don't even want he don't want all of this other shit that everybody else got. It's not that serious. He's not fighting for it. And people still mad. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, everybody's doing what they wanted in this sport, and everybody succeeded in doing it. It's just a lot of people just want more because they know now, like, after the legacy, there's money. They still haven't got that big bag yet. So now they have to put up a bunch of lies or put up they have to do a bunch of shit. It don't look right to the fans. You know what I'm saying? No matter who they fight, they will never be happy anyways. Might as well get paid. Yeah. Everybody might as well get paid. But I'm saying, when people was mad that all Tank wanted to do was get paid, the truth is, all fighters, all they want is to get paid. Yeah, they want the legacy, they want the titles. That's because money comes with that. Money comes with the titles. You got to pay for the titles, but you get paid more once you if you don't lose, you just keep going up. Yeah, you're gonna get paid more. So yeah, they're gonna tell the fans that they want it to look a certain way, but I guarantee you everything is about the money. Everything. People are just mad that certain fighters, like Gervonta Davis, told the truth about it. Sutu Dante's boxing talk. Fans don't think about big picture with legacy. Everybody remembers Prime Roy. We can't name them guys he lost to at the end. Exactly. Like, our losses ain't really that. Like, we need to be better fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's, even if you was just asking that question just to ask it, cool. You know what I'm saying? But we just need to be better fans. All of us need to just be better fans to this shit. Just support the fighter and getting what they want. If you're being entertained, give them back the support to reach their goals, not the goals you want for them. Their goals. If their goal is to move up and get an IBF title, don't be mad and be like, well, I think you should stay here in this weight class and get da-da-da-da-da. Support their goals. If you're a fan, just support what they're doing instead of arguing about what you want to get done. You know what I'm saying? That's a big problem that a lot of fans be doing. I salute you. Definitely appreciate you. What more success you want the man to have is a superstar, right? The man's a superstar. I don't know who they're comparing, especially Tank to. I don't know why everything's about Tank, man. It's like an obsession with a lot of people. I'm not specifically talking to you, okay? But I'm just saying it's an obsession with Gervonta Davis. Like, they all the time they can't stop bringing them up. Salute to you, Dolores. Vanessa, what is good with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Hope all is well. They can't listen to everyone because too many people on YouTube were saying the UK fight was going to suck, or they don't know if it's going to be good. That fight was fire, wasn't it, Dolores? That fight was fire. All of us is like, and we've been saying it in here. It's all we've really been talking about is that fight and how it is in contention to be the best fight in 2025 so far. You know what I mean? We only, 4 months in, about to be 5 months in. That fight was good. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it from Conor Benn. Conor Benn made it a better fight than what I thought it was going to be. Like, I knew Chris was going to go in there and show up, but I didn't see all of that. Salute to you, Mike. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Morning. Hardcore Casual 254. What is good with you? Salute to you. Hazardous occupation. Pay me, right? Yeah, pay me. Facts. Hold on. Was it another one that I wanted to show, or am I moving on? Am I moving on? Let me say this real quick. Get this out the way since it's right here. Well, let me show y'all this.
All right. It's Kevin Garcia, a.k.a. the Puerto Rican Kid KT. This is Fight Hype. And for our American audience who may not be familiar, right? She said, she's 130 undisputed. She said she wants to go to 135, possibly 140. You can't go through 135 undisputed without being Caroline Dubois.
Caroline Dubois.
How do you think that fight goes?
I take her out 100%. She is not.
She's talking about Alicia Baumgardner. She's talking about Alicia Baumgardner. Okay? You remember Alicia Baumgardner got undisputed and she was talking about moving up, right? That is Miss Dubois' weight class.
How do you think that fight goes?
I take her out 100%. She is not a well-rounded fighter. I think she's a gimmick. I think she's very good, don't get me wrong. I think she's done a lot for women's boxing, but in terms of skill, I think there's no comparison. I'm a league above, and I would love to be given the opportunity to show that. I think the build-up will be amazing. We both do a little bit of trash talk, and I just think I'm a league above.
In the UK or in America?
Wherever it makes sense.
Yeah. I like Carolina Dubois. You hear me? I really like Carolina Dubois. Yeah, okay. I like Alicia Baumgardner. Get money. You know what I mean? But Carolina Dubois versus Alicia Baumgardner, yo. They can have it wherever they'll make the most money. It don't even matter to me, but that is fire. All right. That's a good fight. She talking about she'll take her out. Like, she'll stop. Miss Carolina Dubois got hands. You know how she can box. She got pop. She's bigger, probably. For real. She's bigger than Alicia Baumgardner. And man, it's like the way Alicia Baumgardner fight. It's like, but maybe she's been learning something, staying with Bill Haney for the last couple of years, and now she's with Derek James. Oh man, this is good. It's beautiful. If she take the fight, Carolina Dubois want that action. If she takes the fight, salute to you, Victor. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you in the super chat.
This is for the cool.
So you make more sense than most, for real. Definitely appreciate you. Yo. Carolina Dubois versus Alicia Baumgardner. I love Caroline, but that fight is going to be a war. She isn't going to right. She ain't going to quit. I like Caroline. I really do. Like, she don't really make that many mistakes. I like the distance she fights at. She can throw combinations. She liked to fight too, though. You know what I mean? Oh, it's like, because Alicia Baumgardner don't throw that many punches. You feel me? She don't throw that many punches. Alicia Baumgardner versus Carolina Dubois. Salute to you, Supreme Beats Boxing Talk. What is popping with you? Salute to you, Silver. A serious question. Did who? What? What? I don't know. I don't know. Just ask the question again. Has Bumgarner been cleared yet? I don't know about that. I don't know what she been cleared of, pimping. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but like I said about Alicia Bumgarner, it's awfully weird to me that she went to Bill Haney and started training with them. Like I said, I don't even know. Well, excuse me. I did a live a year or two ago, maybe. A year ago after Ryan fought Devin Haney, and I put all the people that I knew of that Devin trained with on the screen on my thumbnail with Devin. It was well over 10 people. People in the comment section was telling me more people he trained with that I just didn't know of. Devin, no disrespect, but his father really ain't a trainer. You understand what I'm saying? Why did you go to Bill? You feel me? It just don't make no sense on why you no, and there's no disrespect that she went to Bill. That's fine, but I don't understand why you went to Bill before you went to Derek James. That's what I don't understand. Why'd you go to Bill, then you went to Derek James? Like, it just seemed like she should have went to Derek James first. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she went to Bill first to talk to Devin about how to get in on Snack and get in it the way he in it. You know what I'm saying? To help her with her gain weight while she move up. And maybe she thought that if she went there and got in with them, you know, and be cool with them and work out with them, that it'll be, you know, it's always easier to ask. You as a stranger walking up and asking somebody personal questions is always different than if you go there and start training. You go there and start messing with them for a year or whatever, then you ask that question. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't understand why you went there at that time. Besides that, like, and the reason why I think that is because that's when those charges started, that she took whatever that she took immediately. Like, that's where you went. Like a year after that, that's where you went. It's just, that's the only thing weird to me, because going to Derek James, that's where Ryan Garcia trained at. And you know the whole thing that's going on right now in between Ryan Garcia and Devin. Why'd you go to Derek James? It's weird. Why'd you go to Derek James right now? You understand what I'm saying? It's weird. Just to me, I guess. I like Baumgartner, but Kayla Dubois is like Ben. She is relentless. That would be a good fight. Yeah, it would be a good fight. That would be a fire fight, in my opinion. I really like Carolina Dubois. And the way she was speaking about it, too, is like, she know what's up, too. She know what it is, too. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to play this.
Get to it. In the last 5 years, in your last fight against Jose Benavidez?
I'm sorry, say it again.
You've had 2 fights in the last 5 years. If you were at, let's say you're at 100% when you knocked out Julian Williams, or when you beat Derevianchenko, where are you at right now compared to then? And what were you at for the Jose Benavidez fight, you feel?
Right now, technically, honestly speaking, I'm back. I'm back at 100%. Like, I feel stronger. I feel better. I feel, I'm fully back. Like, the team is better. Everybody around me is like understanding. Like I feel like everything is coming into place like perfectly. You know, like Houston back on my back. Like I got it. I got them on my back. I could carry them now. Like I'm better now. Like it. Yeah, I had some like, you know, chaos going on, but it feels better to like not have to deal with that no more. So like the problems that I had, they're no longer like involved with my life, and my life has got better, and everything is smooth. It's smooth right now. So like Thomas, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know
I don't know where that came from.
I'm back. He back. He back. So
that shit don't bother, bro.
Remember all that shit you talking about. All that shit you talking about. I'm like if when I knock you out, I'm a step on your ass.
All right, we'll see. Are we gonna see? We're gonna see.
So keep talking. Keep running your mouth.
He wasn't talking.
Keep running your mouth.
He wasn't talking.
I'm gonna show you.
That's what he said.
He just he blew up.
I'm gonna show you. You can't fuck with me. I'm gonna show you.
All right, Sean, did you have one more question? Or no?
He blew up out the blue. He was talking so civil the whole time.
Thomas,
everybody was.
You know, you've talked about your rebuild. You've won 9 fights in a row.
That was out the
4
blue.
by knockout
Like,
since losing to Laura.
Can't fuck with
He won 9 fights. He did this. Nigga, I'm a spot on your ass, nigga. When I get to you, don't say nothing.
You're too emotional, champ. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am.
All right, you're right. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry, bro.
I enjoy the passion between the fighters, so it's all good. But what do you think you've actually gotten better at in the ring in those 9 fights?
The nigga bum. The nigga's
you're right.
bum.
All right, so you fighting a bum. All right, so you fighting a bum. What the fuck is you talking about?
You a fucking bum.
What is you talking about, bro?
You a
like
fucking
shut
bum.
up. Like shut
nigga, you
up.
a fucking
Shut
bum.
up, bro.
You want to be
Shut
black
up.
so bad.
Shut
You want to
like
be
what?
black so bad.
There's some. I don't know, guys. So Sean, to answer your question, listen, right?
no, guys.
Experience, right? I mean, every single day you learn something new, right?
You ain't got no experience.
Yo,
okay.
Charlo,
Facts. You're right. All right, so Sean, every day you learn something new, right? You get better. It's time. You know what I mean? The best lesson in life is experience, I guess, right? So, whatever, you know what I mean? These fights were just, oh shit, sorry guys. The fights were what they were, but I got more comfortable. You know what I mean? I fought more in 2 years. These 9 fights, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. I'm letting the homie get to my fucking head right now, bro. He sounds like a fucking weirdo, bro. Dude, like, chill. I hope I answered your question, Sean. Just it's
Make me chill.
Make me chill. Make me shut up, man.
All right, thank you very much for those questions, Sean, and thank you all to both Jamal and Thomas for answering those questions. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to our host, Ray Flores, to wrap things up with our first pair here.
All right. Well, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the media for asking questions to both Thomas Lamana and Jamal.
Right. You know me, right?
I know both of you guys, and I can't wait for May 31st.
You know me. You know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming.
Bro, you guys are both on, you guys are going to collide.
Hey, pop that shit when I see you, nigga.
Well, I'm excited to see both of you guys. Jamal, final question. Your prediction for May 31st against Thomas Lamana.
Thomas, that was we obviously knew that was coming. Like, bro, you just said it. Yeah, man, we're gonna shock the world.
Charlo.
We're gonna shock the world.
Jamal and Thomas, thank you so much. I can't wait for this one. Oh my goodness, May 31st, BBC Championship Boxing on Prime Video. Jamal Thomas will see you in a couple of weeks in Los Angeles for the in-person press conference and then during fight week in Las Vegas. Thank you.
Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
He said, thanks for wasting my time.
Make sure you show up.
Get the fight.
Yeah, make sure you show up.
Shut up, you not get the fight.
Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
Shut up.
Make sure you show up.
Shut up, bitch. I'm gonna knock your ass out in the way.
Shut up.
Let's turn our attention now
He said, I'm gonna knock you out in
our
the way.
next matchup as it'll be an outstanding super middleweight affair. It features the current WBA interim super middleweight titleist Caleb Plant taking on the hard-hitting.
He said, thank you for wasting my time.
Mexican knockout artist. They want to bring in one half of
Hold
the
on.
main event. The man who has
Where's the
record 15
other one?
wins, 2 losses.
I ain't
by
time
way
stamped
of
it.
knockout,
Shit.
trained in Southern California by renowned trainer Manny Robles, a native of Nayarit, Mexico. He began his career in an 8-fight knockout in 2020.
He was tripping. One, salute to you, Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat talk. What is good with you? Salute to you, queen. Hope all is well with you, queen. Charlo and Plant went off on that young man. Yeah, I'm about to play it. I thought I time stamped it. Yeah, both of them sound weird, in my opinion. Yeah, Big Charlo tripping. Salute to you, Zach B. What is good with you? Welcome back for the twins. What the game has been missing. Yeah, it's been missing.
Well, the fight is free and available.
I need to
on
find.
Prime, so Prime.
I'm excited because my dream and my goal has always been.
What's to say?
Nah, they muted me. You're right. Nah.
Here it is. I found it.
First and foremost, I know you put out a tweet kind of addressing kind of a lot of the fights that you wanted, and you kind of explained how, Pacheco was negotiating with Billy, and Munguia was busy, and Canelo was busy, and Edgar has a fight. But you also mentioned that Charlo wanted a tune-up to get active. I just wanted to ask kind of maybe a soft confirmation that you get past your opponent. I know that you're not looking past him, but if Charlo gets past Thomas Lamana, the card seems to be built up that you.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing
The
that.
person that's saying you're not doing that is the person that Charlo just went off on. That's Charlo's opponent.
Hey, Thomas, you had your time to talk, so that question wasn't for you, it's for me. So respectfully,
Yeah, Caleb, respectfully, I do respect
me and
you,
you are cool. Me and you are cool.
facts,
we never had no
facts,
issues.
facts,
but I'm gonna ask you
facts.
respectfully to shut the fuck up and let me.
Yeah,
You
no,
do your job, let me do my thing. All right.
Yeah. Let me say something. You're 100% right. I don't want
No.
disrespect
You got your turn to say something.
No, it's okay. Yeah, but we're not doing that. You gotta fight your man.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna need you to respectfully shut the fuck up. Hold up, yo.
You are from Andrew. It's all you. Thanks very much.
First and foremost, and Canelo was busy, and Edgar has a fight. I'm passing, but if Charlo gets
talk, so that question wasn't for you, it's for me. So respectfully.
Yeah, Caleb, respectfully, I do respect
me and you are cool. Me and you are cool.
Facts,
we never had no issues. But I'm gonna ask you respectfully to shut the fuck up and let me. You
no
got
doubt,
your job. Let me do my thing. All right.
Yeah. Let me say something. You're 100% right. I don't want to disrespect you.
You got your turn to say something.
No, it's okay. Yeah, but we're not doing that. You gotta fight your mans. I gotta fight Maul. So it's a disrespect to me as well. You understand me?
But right now you're
we're
disrespecting
not doing
me.
that.
But right now
we're not doing that. We're not. I have no intent to do that. I have no intent to do that.
Who gives a fuck what you have intent doing?
All right. Well, look.
You do your thing. I'm doing my thing.
All I'm saying, we're not doing that though.
The answer is after.
And watch your mouth too, bro. We're not on that.
Ooh.
Or what?
Or what?
I said we're not on that.
Look, man. Ain't nobody talking to you right now. The plan is if I win or when I win, and if Charlo is able to win,
thank you.
Then the goal and the plan is for me and him to fight. So I don't give a fuck what you and Jamal got going on. You guys can figure that out when the bell rings. That ain't for me to figure out. But the plan is when I step on Armando, because I'm going to step on him, and if Charlo wins, then we're going to fight. Am I right or am I wrong? Thomas, since you got so much to say.
Nah, they muted me. You're right. Nah.
Okay, so they're asking what the plan is, not what's going to happen, not what's going to go through. They're asking what the plan is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, so Pipe down.
That's the best.
I know how to answer the question. He ain't talking.
I know how to answer the question. That's a fact. Salute Mike Biggs boxing in the house. What is good with you? Salute to you, Zach B. Yo. Oh my God. Yo. Caleb Plant's a bad man, yo. I know an Irish friend that has the same attitude as Caleb Plant. Caleb is welcome to the cookout. Oh my God, yo. Yo, Irish accents are funny too. Especially they get to cussing. They get to mad. They get to being mad. Oh my God. Caleb Plant said, we ain't never had no problems, but I need you to respectfully shut the fuck up. You had your turn, talk. It's my turn. Dude was apologizing through his shit, though. Dude kept apologizing, trying to cut him off and shit. That shit is weird. It's funny. Absolutely.
Yeah, get his dumb ass out of here. Ain't nobody talking to you right now. Boy, you had your chance.
They muted him. Messing up the show and shit.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Ron Goodall.
All right, great. Thanks very much, Sean or Ron. Our next questions are going to come from James Bell with the Boxing Source. James, please unmute yourself.
Funny. I'm sorry. That shit had me laughing.
Right, thanks, Andrew. First question here for Armando. Given that you had fights against...
Yeah, we don't need to hear that. Y'all noticed the Fatal Fury card is full of fighters that was acting like they sell more tickets than Tank. Devin, Ryan, Rolly, and Tio. All of them on the same card. So let's see if their numbers match Tank's average ticket sales. Let's see if it matched one big fight. That's a better. Because they remember when Tank fought Rolly. Rolly was like his fight's big because my name's up there on the marquee beside him. Ryan Garcia was doing the same thing. Everybody knows Devin has been competing for numbers, and like everybody competes when it comes to Tank. And Teal know he can't sell, so he don't need to be part of it. But he know he can't sell. I think he's the first fight on the card, and then it's Devin Ramirez, and then Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. So if y'all don't sell at least over 1 million, 1.5. All of y'all kick rocks. All of y'all can kick rocks, bro. Teal said in an interview with Ring Magazine that the only fights he lost was due to his mental because of the problems he had with wifey. Those are his words, wifey. Because the problems I had with wifey, those are the only fights that he lost is because of problems that he had with wifey. Didn't T.O. say that he had a grapefruit size of air stuck in his lungs or his neck or his esophagus or some shit? That's why he lost to Cambosis. How was it women's problems, bro? Did she put the air in your windpipe? Did she motherfucker put that air ball in your lungs? Tired of people blaming it on the woman all the time. It's her fault. She's the reason why I lost every fight that I had. Face ass. No, the fuck she ain't. She's not the reason why you lost every fight. I don't want to hear it, bro. The reason why, because I had problems with wifey, face ass. Yeah, you did have problems with wifey, and a lot of fighters do, bro. But they don't all say, well, every loss that I had was because of my significant other, because of my partner, my baby mother, my wife, my girlfriend. No. Nobody does that, T.O. Just your young ass. Nah, yeah, they better though. Just think about it. You got Rolly, Ryan, Devin. Rolly, Ryan, and Devin. Y'all better sell. You better sell 1.5 out this bitch. And it's in New York, supposed to be top. Y'all better sell. You better sell, or y'all should just shut what they call the fuck up. And this whole Devin being the catchweight king, if that's what he want to be, he ain't never fighting in the weight class again. Isn't that the same thing of saying that you're never going to fight for a title again? Every catchweight that I've known of, that I've heard of, I don't think there was a title fight in. I don't know about them type of stipulations. So he's literally telling y'all he ain't never fighting for a title again. He's done with titles. He got undisputed by fighting one person, Kambosos, and he's done. He's done with all this, with all the accolades and all that shit. If that's not the definition of money fights and saying that, oh well, I'm not going to fight in no weight class again. That's you saying it without saying it that you want money. And you can't say Devin fought a bunch of fighters you wanted him to fight. He fought Lomachenko. That's who he fought. That I wanted him to fight. That was his best fight. Kambosos was a to get belts fight, but that nobody cared about Kambosos. It was Lomachenko. That was it. For real. He got what he wanted just by fighting them, and now he want money fights. And y'all people be mad. That's what I'm saying. People be mad that Tank came out and just told the truth. I want to be a star. I want money. Like, screw all of them legacies and all this other, the titles and shit like this. Forget all of that. And for real, for every title you get, you got to pay on. That's why they just throwing around interim titles and all. Titles and all. Ryan Garcia and Rolly was not for a title, but it is now. It is for a title now. Ryan and Rolly and Ryan is now ranked number 2 and 3 up under the WBA, meaning the winner will fight for the WBA versus Boots versus Geisar's Shakram winner. That's who he's fighting. Boots is fighting somebody named Shakram or whatever, and his WBA title will be put on the line for that fight, or his titles will be put on the line for that fight. After Ryan and Rolly fight, they will gift them a WBA. It had nothing to do with a title. Neither one of them had one. And this is practically another weight class. They don't have no title. They're gifting them a title for them to make fees on. They're going to pay for that title. They're going to pay for it. They just be giving titles away, and people be like, "Oh, Tank don't have no titles. Tank don't have this. Tank don't have that." But they give them to anybody, and fighters will tell you that. Yo, they give titles away. Fighters will tell you that. A fighter would tell you that just got gifted a title. Keyshawn told you that after they gifted him one. Like, he knew he didn't fight for no real title until he fought the dude he just fought. He knew that regardless of what they gave him. But he still made payments on those titles before he actually got the real, what is it, the IBF or whatever, WBO that he got or something like that. So they turned Boots to the super WBA champion so he can have mandatory fights, which the first one that he's basically they're setting up is whoever that wins between Ryan versus Rolly. Now this goes straight to William Skoll. Okay. Everyone was acting like, well, saying that William Skoll is this and it's a sorry fight and all of that. And they're doing that because they know the setup. What I just said is a setup. It's a play that they make to give another fighter more titles or to give them easier fights. You understand what I'm saying? That's the play. Nobody even talked about William Skoll really being that man got a title and he's undefeated. So Canelo's about to fight an undefeated Cuban with 20-some fights, 20-some victories, no losses, no draw, and he has the title. He has the one piece that Canelo needs to be undisputed at yet another weight class. Of course, Canelo's going to fight him. But people don't care, and they're not even talking about that because they know it's been a play. It's been a play in motion to make Skoll the title holder to give Canelo an easy fight to get undisputed. This happens all around boxing. Now, a lot of fans can be honest and don't talk about Skol versus Canelo like it has any significance, which it does, because he will be undisputed after that. But they don't care because it's like the Kambosos fight. Nobody cares about Kambosos. He shouldn't even have 3 titles. They're looking at Skol the same way. He shouldn't have a title. He shouldn't be the guy that Canelo has to fight to get undisputed. And more than that, Canelo is really not that likable because he's been running from David Benavidez. He don't want a David Benavidez fight. And he seems to don't want a lot of fights that the fans want. But the bottom line is Canelo's resume is better than everybody's in boxing. He got the best resume than everybody in boxing. So he feels like he don't have to do this, that, and all he's doing is what the last things that he need on his bucket list before you get out of here. He wants to be undisputed in a few weight classes. He's doing that as well as making a lot of money. So Canelo's winning. He don't care about us. On Cinco de Mayo, he's not even going to have a fight in Mexico or this country. And his fans don't even like it. You see how after a certain period of time, after fighters get certain things, they don't give a fuck about fans. They care about getting what they've been getting. Or possibly more than what they've been getting throughout their career. It's not about when you still trying to get there. That's when you care about what the fans want. When you're there, you don't care no more. And that's a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters is like that. You don't give a shit. But that's how the man gets the IBF title. And now he's fighting for undisputed at 175. And it's technically not a cherry because the man got a title and he's undisputed. I mean, he's undefeated. Technically, on paper, it's not a cherry, but we know what's going on behind the scenes in boxing, and we know what's going on with Canelo for these decades and shit. So, it's a play. That's why nobody cares about the Canelo fight. That's why nobody's been talking about it. And you just heard what Nigel Benn said about his son and what he did to William Skol in sparring. It just makes everything look bad. But he undefeated. William Skol is undefeated with the title in good shape, and he's 2 years younger than Canelo. People been talking about he an old man. He's younger than Canelo. People just don't care. They don't care because they know it's a play. And he got the title versus 16-0 fighter last year. That was his last fight. William Skol's last fight is when he got the title. And his very next fight is Canelo. You see how he jumped on it? That's the same way he jumped on David Benavidez WBC when he lost it on the scale or whatever. Or the coke, whatever it was. Yeah, truth be told. Talk about promotional trinkets, gimmicks. Yeah. That's the word she just used for a man. Alicia Bumgarner called her a gimmick out this joint. All right, I want to talk about, it's almost an hour and a half. I want to talk about Shakur. I do. I want to talk about Shakur before I get on up out of here. But I want to start with a video. See how y'all feel about what I'm about to say.
WBC lightweight champion.
Shout out to Watson.
So we good, Shakur. What up? I'm chilling, man. What's up with you?
Ain't shit. I'm chilling, just enjoying the scenery.
All right. Topic of conversation on everybody's mind is you and Williams Zepeda. It seems like you can't get the other champions to fight you, and you can't get number one contenders.
And y'all, I want y'all to listen to every word that come out of Shakur's mouth now. Okay.
Fight you. What's going on with that situation?
I just hope and pray that everything goes well. I'm ready to fight. Zepeda sound like he's ready to fight, so I can't really speak on the negotiations and nothing like that, but hopefully that's the next fight.
All right, now, what happened? I thought you were supposed to fight him after you fought Tevin Farmer. And I think you were going in with Joe Cordini, hurt your hand, and then you were just going to go into that fight. Like, what was the reason why?
He hurt his hand, I want to say that. But they told me he wasn't going to be back until May. But then I had signed for my fight. Then I seen that he signed for a fight in March, so I was kind of confused about it.
Stylistically, what does he bring to the table that can make this a difficult fight?
Honestly, I'm just looking to perform against a fighter that these guys think is a good fighter. I'm tired of hearing, oh, he hasn't fought nobody, or he can't do this to the top guys. I can do this to any fighter that get in front of me. So hopefully Zepeda comes in at his best and we'll beat the shit out of him.
Have we seen the best Shakur Stevenson?
No. Hell no. I'm getting better, but also it's like with the competition that I'm in, it's hard to like say the best just because when I beat them up, I'm not gonna get the credit I deserve just because the competition ain't on my level.
So when a fighter is on your level or around your level, is that when we're going to get the best version of you?
I don't think nobody on my level when I'm at my best. But if a fighter is at the level that the fans think that, okay, he's a good fighter. Like Zepeda, the fans talk about him being a good fighter. Tank, all these fans love Tank. So when they see me fight them guys, they ain't going to have no choice.
All right. Now, I would like to say, I agree with what Shakur is saying. I agree with what he's saying. But in my opinion, Shakur could have made himself look better in the public eye without changing his personality or his beliefs. I believe he didn't think it mattered. Or he's just being big-headed or something. I don't really know, but he should have fought the same opponents that people fight that wants to fight. I see now he's telling Tank to fight somebody he fought. And instead, Shakur should have been fighting all the fighters that Tank already fought. You see his friend Keyshawn fought Pedraza. He was one fight away from calling Tank out. And that's exactly what he did. He fought Lemos and then went ham, started calling Tank started talking crazy immediately. After fighting one of Tank's opponents, just one. Him having a backing for the Tank fight. Keyshawn had a backing for the Tank fight. Just off of that. It made sense to casuals because he fought Pedraza after Tank fought him 7 years ago. And he stopped Lemos. So that was enough to call out Tank. And a lot of people was behind Keyshawn beating up Tank. Shakur went pro for years after Tank and was moving up in weight classes after Tank was in that weight class. The question is, why Shakur never fought someone Tank fought? That's the question. Hold on. Yeah. I'll give you a new one. I said I'm live right now. I'll give you a new one. Wait till I'm done. But yeah, the question is, how come he hasn't fought Tank's opponents? Huh? Nobody never thought of that. How come Shakur hasn't fought Tank's opponents? Wouldn't that be a better idea, something better than what he's been doing? Other fighters we compare with Shakur, if they needed a promoter or If they needed a promoter, they wouldn't have to settle for somebody, settle for one person that only the only guy that's saying yes. They wouldn't have to settle. A lot of people that's being compared to Shakur, they wouldn't have to settle for a promoter that they don't like, or a promoter that don't like them, that's been saying that shit publicly. It would be more than one promoter to choose from. You feel me? I know Shakur Stevenson has skills, but I mean, he bounced around for years. It seems like with the moving up in weight and stuff like that, getting titles, etc. You should be worth more. I see you getting paid in boxing, though. He getting paid. The boxing is filled with casuals, people that don't know nor care about how much Shakur Stevenson is getting paid. Okay? So Shakur doesn't care because he's winning and he's getting paid. If Shakur said yes to Devin and took the pay cut, no matter how big it was, if he would have said yes to PBC and took that one fight deal with Tank, Shakur has been finessing boxing and getting paid well for doing it. He doesn't care. Trust me. He getting everything his way, regardless of what he makes. You think he's getting millions for? I mean, he's literally getting millions to fight C-class fighters without selling tickets. Why should he care? What we're saying, especially when a lot of people are saying he's boring and this, that, and the third. Why should he care? But for real, people should be, just like I said, people should be jumping over airplanes when you, like, people keep preparing him to, if Tank was like, yo, I need a promoter, you know how many people would be banging down this door? But people always want to say he's better than him. He's better than him. Bro, ain't nobody better than Tank when it comes to this boxing shit. Because he does everything right. His numbers is up in everything. He's good in everything. He's not lacking in any space. Regardless of how good a fighter is, his numbers could be lacking. Ticket sales lacking. He ain't lacking nowhere. He got the skill. He got the knockouts. He has everything. There's nothing lacking. That man can take a loss and still be that guy. Somebody can fight him and lose and turn into that guy. Nobody else got that, bro. And people just can't respect it. You don't have to compare. You don't have to compare Tank to nobody, bro. But people love doing it. They love doing it. But just imagine if Shakur Stevenson fought all of Tank's leftovers. People would view Shakur different. You remember what I let you listen to that for a reason. Shakur was saying how he don't get respect for none of the fighters none of the people he beat up. All the stuff that he was saying, he wouldn't feel like that. Nobody would be saying. A lot of people, the majority of the people wouldn't be saying that. His career, and people would look at him differently if when he got to 130 pounds and he was calling out Leo Santa Cruz. When he was calling out Leo Santa Cruz at 130, and he told every camera that, and every camera told back to him, Tank's going to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Instead of hating, he should have locked in right there. Instead of trying to beat a competition, you should have made it seem to the outside that you was really wanting to fight Tank. You was really chasing Tank from that day forward. You wasn't going to get the Leo Santa Cruz fight, bruh. It's like he always chasing guys that don't want to fight him. Awesome Gary Russell shit. Gary Russell still didn't get the Leo Santa Cruz fight, but he was chasing him for a short period of time. And when he stopped, I know he's not getting the Lomachenko fight. Tank's next fight was matter of fact, let's be correct about it. I'll pull it up. I want to see what I'm saying real quick. Get out of here, Jerry. All right, Leo Santa Cruz is right here. Okay, this is the Leo Santa Cruz fight. He wasn't going to fight Mario Barrios. Of course, we know Shakur ain't about that. But if he would have got on a good foot, matter of fact, Tank was at 130. He could have fought Liam Walsh. He could have fought Francisco Fonseca. What's his name? Tevin Farmer fought Francisco Fonseca and Ryan Garcia. He could have fought Cellular. Tank fought him for a title. He could have fought Hugo. He could have fought Ricardo Nunes. Ricardo Nunes stopped the guy that went 12 rounds with Devin Haney. That the guy Santiago, when Devin Haney was first gifted the WBC, he could have fought. He could have moved up instead of, being staying at 130 for real. He could have just moved up, like I said, because he wasn't going to get undisputed at 130. He was too big. And I proved correct because his last fight, he missed weight on the scales and he had to drop. He lost his 2 titles. He moved up to 135 without nothing. He could have moved up right after Tank and fought Gamboa. Devin Haney fought Gamboa. Tank fought Gamboa. Bud fought Gamboa. He could have moved up immediately, bro. He could have moved up immediately. He could have fought Isaac Cruz right after Tank. He could have fought Rolly right after Tank. He could have fought Hector right after Tank. He could have fought. He asked to fight Ryan, but it didn't happen. That Frank Martin, if he would have gave Frank Martin a little piece of the pie, he is rich. He would have got that Frank Martin fight. It would have looked like that you trying to chase this man. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what it would have looked like. It would have looked like you're really trying to get the fight. All that stuff he said in the interview with the Sad Face, he wouldn't have never said none of that because his career would have been differently. He hasn't fought one opponent that Tank already fought, but he want Tank to fight Edwin so bad. The fight he looked the worst in that you didn't even punch Edwin. I don't even know how he won that fight. If that wasn't a draw, I don't know what is. Suit you, Teach. It was a great fight yesterday. It definitely showed out. All the fighter needs is one belt and all the money. Let's learn the truth about the FOB Tank. Listen carefully, right? Listen. It's people wouldn't be saying that. People wouldn't be not giving him credit for fights if he was beating the same guy. They can be saying, "Oh, Tank's the fraud. Tank's the gimmick, the real bot. Like he outclassed the fighters that Tank looked bad with, or this, that, and the third, bro. He didn't try to make it look like he's fighting. He want to fight Tank besides talk. It's nothing that actually happened. Nothing. At least Devin fought Gamboa after Tank did. I'm just saying. And isn't that what people do when they chasing after a fighter? They so-called want to fight somebody that don't want to fight them. They fight their leftovers. At least one person. And they boast about it. He didn't even do that. He didn't fight nobody. And to be honest, a lot of people that Shakur fight, I'm like, yo, where do these people come from? I didn't even know they existed. A lot of people. Like, those are the first 10 people you fight is supposed to be like that. Man, there's been a lot of people that he fight. I'm like, yo, I ain't never heard of Cuz. Why don't you fight somebody Tank fought? And people want to talk about somebody's resume and how they not doing this and they not doing that, but they're number one in sell. Bruh, evidently they're doing something right. When are you going to copy and paste it? This shit don't make any sense for real, for real. A lot of people, man, the proof be all over the place that somebody's just not that guy. And the only people mad about it be the fans. You think Shakur care about it like that? Like, he ain't out here asking the fans what they want and shit. He telling us he don't give a fuck. He told the fans he don't give a fuck. Those was his words more than once, more than in 2 different months, 2 different years. The only people care is his fans. There's no need to argue with nobody saying the stuff that I'm saying. It's true. There's no need to argue with me. It's true. I went to the man's fights. I'm not a hater. I just know that he don't believe in himself the way his fans believe in him. Because if so, then he would fight everybody the exact same way. Padley, he would, the way what he was giving to Padley, he would have got to Edward De Los Santos. He would have did more than what he did. He's not the only person that was hurt during a fight. And they did more than everybody did more than he did when they were hurt. Everybody. The same thing with Nakatilia. Everybody should get the same type of treatment from you. That hasn't been true for a while now. And I see now it's because your hands is injured. I mean, you can't tell the fans that your hands is injured, but people knew Floyd had bad hands, and he still fought for 10 years after that. Everybody he fought knew his hands wasn't 100. But what happened? But just imagine, people will look at him a lot differently. And it would look like he was chasing Gervonta Davis for a fight. It would look like that. But like I said, when Tank got separated from Floyd, you seen his opposition. His opposition changed to what people wanted him to see. People wanted to see him fight those people. And if Lomachenko wasn't such a scaredy poo with a title, bro got a title, yo. He needed shit to get off the pot. He was supposed to fight Tank already. That shit was supposed to happen. I'm just saying, yo, that it be proof everywhere. And for real, yo, the way Shakur talked, I thought he signed Abdullah Mason. I thought the motherfucker had his own promotional company. No bullshit. I seriously thought the way he was talking about Abdullah Mason when Abdullah Mason first got shined on the scene, the way he was talking about him, I thought he signed that motherfucker. Like all of them, Zaquin, Mose, all of them. I thought my guys, the way he talked about him, you would think I thought he signed him to his own promotional company. For real. I thought he had his own shit. For him to be moving up all of these years, fighting accolades, titles, and all this greatness in boxing that he is or whatever, why people not jumping over airplanes to sign him? The proof's all over the place that Shakur he's nice, he's good. He's not that guy though. His proof's all over the place. If no promoters want you, if no promoters want to sign you, so you have to go to the one person, nowhere else for you to go. Come on, man. It's like you're not helping nobody but yourself, and the promoters see no benefit in signing you. Like, bruh, Shakur just care about the money. He care about getting paid and going home, not getting hit and shit. Like just going home without getting hit. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's a problem if that's the only 2 things that you want out this bitch. You just want money and not to get hit. Because it's showing in the way you fight. It's showing in the way you fight. Now, if you had talents like that, if you was a Pernell Whitaker or the Drunken Master, like it wouldn't look like that. You wouldn't be able to see it in your fights. You'd be seeing you have fun in there. You know? He only had fun when he fighting Padley and shit. Like he looked like he was having fun when he was fighting Padley, yo. No bullshit. Hurt hands and everything. But he never fought nobody I wanted him to fight either. All you giving people is Whatever it takes for those things to happen, you to get a big check and you not to get hit. Whatever else happens in between happens. Man, not for real, y'all. I'm not even playing with y'all. It's a lot of people that can just stop fighting the way they fighting and just back straight up, hop back, not take a couple steps back and get knocked out like Big Baby Miller, but like, feel me, like, well, let me get this shit off. It's irritating me. But for real, like, and Blair Cobb said it. He was like, I could do that every fight. And I bet you he could. Little hopping side to side ass. And just hop back all the time and shit. I remember seeing Rolly spar somebody. He was hopping back like a bunny and shit. His jumps was big as shit. And he didn't get hit. Dude threw like a serious combination. He was walking forward with it. He didn't get hit once. I was like, damn. It looked funny, but nobody wants to see that. We're not here to see that. Sorry. And just like I said, Shakur don't have to get hit, but don't steal us the enjoyment out of seeing someone get hit, bro. Let your hands go. The first round. The first round that you see you not getting hit, don't just go one more round. No, bro. Start throwing your hands. Make them pay in the beginning of the fight. First round, second round, make them pay. Right there. Start there in the second round. Don't wait till the fourth, fifth to finally start throwing your hands and shit, bro. And don't do that. We're already restless. Don't do that shit, man. Apparently don't count. Shakur would do better if he didn't know Bud or Ward, because he could make his own path. He's trying to pick these pieces. Yeah, that's why I called him Bud 2.0 years ago. I said, yo, if you're not a flat-footed fighter, you can do it easily. All you're doing is back and jump. You're jumping and backing up. That's what a lot of I've seen. What's his name? Rolly do that shit. That shit was crazy. But if you practice sliding back, bruh, come on, man. We're not talking about taking 1 or 2 steps back. We talking about sliding back the way he was sliding back with Edwin. Everybody can do that shit. I don't see how anybody won that fight, for real. Like, that shit should have been a draw. Shit should have been a draw, and y'all should have had an immediate rematch. But it's just all the signs of you saying that Shakur said that Tank need to fight somebody he fought. All the signs saying that he needs to fight Edwin. Out of everybody he fought, he wants him to fight the guy that he didn't do shit to. Bro, for real. You wouldn't be talking about the shit you're talking about if you would have fought somebody Tank fought. I rate Shakur, and I still have him number 2 at 135. But his talk lets him down because his actions don't match it. Yeah, and that's another. He don't even have to say all the stuff that he's saying. But it seemed like that's his personality, and he can't stop saying it. He would be able to say what he's saying if everybody he was fighting was Tank's leftovers. I just see a totally different outlook on how people would view his career. But that's my time. Salute to everybody that came through this joint. Please hit the like button before you go. Share this live. Shout out to everybody that came through. But I need to go make me some breakfast. Okay. Salute to everybody that came through. See you next Saturday. I'm gonna try to go early. I wanna change my time for Saturdays. It's 5 o'clock. It's too late. My life is different now. Like, I work different hours, different places. Just everything's a little bit different now. And 5 p.m. is too late for me. So I'm probably gonna try to go live earlier, probably around 2 p.m. next Saturday. See what type of audience is around at that time. I don't know. I might stay on for a little bit longer next week just to try to pick a different time. But salute to everybody that came in the building. I'm out.
I'm working outside.